Wow. I mean, wow, that was fun. I can't say thank you enough to Jody for coming on the show. She is wonderful. And I was looking at the video monitor while Jody was on, and she looked great. I looked like pure unadulterated shit, but she looked great, and she was the guest, so that's what counts. So, again, thank you, Jody. You are marvelous. That being said, there are a couple of things I want to talk about. First of all, let's start with the pile of lies that are so easy to disprove. It's unbelievable. And we're going to start with my favorite, Antifa. Come over Caligula and his Rethugulin enablers have started using this word the same way the communist word used to be used when I was a kid. We were programmed as children in America to hear the word communism and immediately think evil. Now, they're using the word Antifa, which simply means anti-fascist. The same way we're supposed to hear the word, we're supposed to think evil. But Antifa simply means anti-fascist. Anti-fascist, my parents, some of your parents, your grandparents, fought the Second World War to keep fascism from this country. And now we've got the most criminal group of traitors this country has ever seen, make Benedict Arnold look like nothing. Come over Caligula, the Republican members of Senate and Congress, they keep trying to deflect everything they do by saying Antifa, evil Antifa is doing this. We're supposed to think they're anarchists and they're evil and they're violent. Here's the truth. Antifa doesn't exist. There is no such organization as Antifa. It doesn't exist. There may be a few people who use it because they're against fascism, and some of them maybe, are stupid enough to resort to violence sometimes, but there's no organization, there's no group, there's no one controlling it. There is no Antifa. Now, you want an organization that actually does exist? Oh, how about the Nazis? Or, let's see, here's a good one, the Boogie Boys. Of course, the problem is, these are right-wing organizations, so they don't count. White supremacists are not terrorists, because this is America. But Antifa, the organization that doesn't exist, that has no members, maybe just a few people were using the word to describe their fight against fascism, that is the evil. What a horrible thing. Fighting fascism. Anyway, before I wrap up today's show, I'd like to also address something to the hierarchy of the Democratic Party, my party. Why is the Lincoln Project making better commercials than you? Actually, you're barely making commercials at all. So why are a group of disaffected Republicans nailing Twitler's ass regularly on television with great, funny ads while you guys do jack fucking shit? I don't understand this, so if anyone can explain it to me, please do. Now, Mr. Biden says he's going to wait till August to announce his vice presidential running mate. I fear, and let's be honest, Joe Biden is a nice guy. Everybody likes Joe, Uncle Joe, the Gaff King of New Orleans. Everybody loves him. Personally, as I slam into the desk, personally, he wasn't my first, second, or third choice, but he is our candidate, and you can bet your sweet ass I'm going to be voting for him. But let's face it, Uncle Joe is not exactly Mr. Excitement. So I don't want him making the same mistake Hillary Clinton made when she chose Tim Kaine as her running mate 4 years ago. Kaine is at least as centrist as Secretary Clinton is and was, and possibly centrist right of her. He's also another nice guy, but not much personality, especially on the campaign trail. He put me to sleep, and I'm sure he put everybody else to sleep. Now, we currently have a wealth of talent who could be Biden's running mate. We have an embarrassment of riches, from Senators Kamala Harris to Elizabeth Warren to Val Demings, who kicked ass as an impeachment manager. We've got Stacey Abrams and Susan Rice. Announcing a vice presidential candidate now would create excitement. It'd be doing something the Democrats haven't done so far. Exciting their base. Why are we going to wait for a non-existent convention in August to generate that kind of excitement among our own people? Come on, gang. Let's bring it on. Let's make that announcement and get some excitement going. Because we need someone who is to the left of Mr. Biden. We need some kind of progressive, somebody who maybe could bring some of those disaffected Bernie bros back, and certainly mainstream progressives like myself. Make us happy. Don't make us feel like we've been shit upon like we were 4 years ago. So speaking for myself, I would like to see the Democratic Party get their act together and start fighting. Because, let's face it, the Democrats are lousy fighters. We've got Republicans going against Trump who are doing a better job of it than our own party. And I'm saying this as a lifelong Democrat. I'd also like to ask one other thing of the Democrats. I get about, 150 emails a day, all of them asking me to donate to various candidates. But all of them have one other thing in common. Dire subject lines. We've lost. It's all over. Blah, blah, blah. It's disgusting. It's stupid. Most of us don't have money, but we'll scrape together a few bucks when we can to give to whoever we can, as long as it's a Democrat. But when you send emails like that, you sound pathetic. I think it sounds pathetic. Every time I look at one of these, I go, oh God, not again. Because we need to show strength. Now more than ever, the Democratic Party needs to show strength. The leaders of the Democratic Party need to show strength. We have the opportunity to kick the ever-living shit out of a fascist who would turn this country into his own dictatorship. But I promise you, it ain't gonna happen if we don't start fighting and we're namby-pamby waiting until August to pick a vice presidential candidate and pleading because we're gonna lose. No, we're not gonna lose. We're gonna win. We're going to come out and we're going to fight like we've never fought before. We're going to go out there and we're going to vote in numbers so large and so strong, even if they have Putin and Xi's help, they ain't going to steal another election from us. Anyway, that's today's show. Thank you for watching and or listening. Thank you to my very special guest, Jody Hamilton. And please remember, Jody's podcast, From the Bunker, airs on the Sexy Liberal Podcast Network. Please join me next week when my guest will be another pilfer from the Stephanie Miller Show, Rocky Mountain Mike. For those of you who don't know Mike's work, he is a musician, very, very, very talented. He writes all the themes for Stephanie's guests and a lot of her callers. He also does a great job on political parodies. If you have never heard his work, please go to YouTube and check out Rocky Mountain Mike's videos. Mike is a very funny guy. He makes me laugh, so hopefully he'll keep us light next week. So thanks again, and I hope to see you next week on The World According to Me.